Tia with Designer Accessory Adoption. Thanks for watching this video. Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic will be a quick one, and it is going to be over two popular terminologies that are very popular in the luxe industry as well as on the pre-owned side as well. So we are going to go ahead and get into it, and that is going to be what is fake versus what is a designer dupe or an inspired by item. Let's get into it. All right, so pretty much we're going to start off first with what is a fake. And the simplest definition is an item that is, or a product pretty much, that is produced and it is using the trademark logo of another company and portraying that item as to be from this other company when it is not. So, for example, here, I'll just for visual effect, let's say these boots are basically they're leather boots, right? They have no logos, no markings on them that you can see. Let's say Chanel, for example, made these exact same boots, and so a company wanted to make a cheaper version of these boots but portray them to be Chanel. Well, right now they're not considered fake because there's no markings, there's no logos on them that say Chanel when you see that double CC or Chanel written out. However, let's say on the Chanel boot, this boot had a double CC back here, and then Chanel was written on the zipper pull right here. So as soon as this company, who is not owned by Chanel, decides to take Chanel's logo, right, and put double CCs back here, and then put Chanel on the zipper pull, for example, but this item was not produced by Chanel, that is then considered a fake because you are portraying that to be something that it is not. So that's simple, plain, that is a fake. Next, let's talk about a more popular term that people will see. And I will say I'm just saying popular terminology because sorry, I was putting those down. Popular terminology pretty much people will say inspired by, or you will also hear the term designer dupe. And I just want to stop right here for a second because I love to, my channel's not super huge, but I always love to share the love. This is not a competition. And there's another YouTuber who I met recently. Her name is ShanyCole. Definitely check out her video. She has a good one over the designer dupe for I was about to say Chanel, I'm sorry. It's the designer dupe for the Christian Dior book tote, and she bought basically a designer dupe of that, and she's sharing it with you. So check out her video down below. Her name has come across the screen, at least by now, and then I'll also link her video down below to check her out. Hey, ShanyCole. All right, so that was just a little small snippet there to promote someone else that I have been enjoying watching her videos. All right, so next on is going to be that inspired by that designer dupe. So pretty much I'm just going to read a little definition here that I got from the Urban Dictionary of a designer dupe. So if you see me look down below, that is, I got a little notepad right here. Just want to get all the words out correctly. So a designer dupe is defined as an inspired item without the logo and markings of the designer counterpart. You cannot pass off, and this pretty much, and then to go further, it says you cannot pass this item off as the designer that it was meant to look like. It's just pretty much a similar inspired by vibe, so design features of it, but it is not passed off as that exact same item. So pretty much as an example is going to be, actually I'm gonna give two examples here because I want to just take it an extra layer because I feel like no one actually says these words, and so I just want to put it out there pretty much. All right, so first up, the most common way that I hear people talking about a designer dupe is like something that is a designer item that costs X amount of money, so it's, at this price level, and people will show another inspired by version of it, a dupe of it at this price level or even this price level. So that would be like your contemporary brand imitating, I won't say imitating, that's horrible. Scratch that. Your contemporary brands have a design that is inspired by a higher end luxury brand. So we'll go there first, and then I'll give my next example of a designer's dupe. So first off is going to be this Tory Burch Kira satchel. top handle satchel. This bag is very similar to the style of the Chanel Coco handle. Both has the front flap, but you have Tory Burch as the logo here. The Chanel Coco handle definitely is longer. It also has the classic quilting. This one has more of this diagonal pattern to it, and it's using a completely different logo. So Tory Burch is not trying to pass this bag off as a Chanel. Tory Burch was inspired by the Chanel the Chanel Coco handle and created their version of that. So that is what is also considered a designer dupe, and what I was saying, where the Chanel Coco handle is, you know, $5,000, for example. This bag is $500. So this is a lesser expensive, contemporary inspired by duplicate that you can get, where it's the same kind of feel and style of that other item, but it's not at the same price point. And the next example I'm going to give with this is going to be how designers and fashion houses basically kind of are inspired by each other, pretty much. So what I mean by that is Chanel has been making their classic flap for decades. Now, in the, I'd say 2000, somewhere around there, and then still now today, that classic flap design has inspired so many fashion houses that everybody's doing somewhat of a designer dupe or an inspired by design of that Chanel classic flap. Prime example, not at the same price point, but they are still considered a luxury brand, and that's going to be YSL. YSL has their Lulu, they have their Sunset, and those are designs that are similar to the Chanel classic flap. With the chain features, with the front flap in the front. All of those are inspired by Chanel, pretty much. And so I wanted to give that as an example, because you can have two luxury fashion houses that make dupes or inspired by designs of something else. It doesn't always have to be something that you can purchase at Target or Walmart. It doesn't even have to be something that you can like even something that falls within the contemporary designer brand realm. It can be a luxury fashion house as well. Now, granted, I know that a lot of people will basically hold Chanel up at a kind of like, if there was a stair step of luxury, then a lot of people would not consider YSL to have the same status as Chanel, but I just wanted to put that out there, so that way it's not always compared between what you can find at H&M or Zara, Target, and Walmart, or even like your contemporary designers like Tory Burch or Coach or Kate Spade to those high-end fashion houses. But high-end fashion houses, each high-end fashion house can kind of be inspired by the next, and so that's why I wanted to use that Chanel classic flap as an example that has inspired luxury fashion houses all the way down to a handbag that you can buy at Target, pretty much. So definitely let me know your thoughts. Hopefully that what I try to use as the definition and examples for each of those made sense to you. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And also, Designer Accessory Adoption Team is always looking for new team members. Definitely join the group. I would love to have you subscribe to this channel, and that way you can be notified whenever I load videos. I typically load videos every Wednesday covering topics related to pre-owned, pre-loved designer goods, but I also talk about fashion, retail, that kind of thing, as well as lifestyle topics as well. So if any of those are of interest to you, please go ahead and subscribe and check out more of my videos. All right. So I'm done talking. My mouth is dry. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. I will talk to you next Wednesday.